Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Catherine with The Perfect Place to Start, and today I have a super fun countdown to Christmas video to share with you, so let's jump into the projects. So for this first project, I am using this piece of wood that was in my stash. I'm pretty sure that I got this at Hobby Lobby. If I didn't, I know they do have this like spare wood or unfinished wood that they have a whole aisle for. So after I paint that with some Cashew Waverly chalk paint, I'm going to take this window cling that I got at Walmart, and this window cling is super sticky. It almost feels like an actual sticker, like a heavy duty sticker. So I don't actually need any Mod Podge for this, just because of how like super sticky it is. So I put it on the board and I add a couple of the snowflakes that came with it, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of dimension by adding some greenery and berries that I got at the Dollar Tree. So I just go ahead and kind of layer on the greenery over the greenery that was already on his hat. So this is a super easy project and it turns out so adorable. The really fun thing about this window cling is that the nose is Velcro, and so you just can move it around the days of his smile, which is so adorable. But here is the final look of this project.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
So today's video is part of a giveaway, and I'm super excited to be bringing this giveaway to you at the Christmas season. So you have a fun chance of winning $110 US in a PayPal giveaway. This is called the Santa's Little Reindeer Hop, and we are all getting together to provide you some super fun DIYs and again a chance to win $110 US through PayPal. So what you need to do is hop around to each one of these channels, leave a comment, and collect the secret word. So each video will have a secret word. Don't leave that in your comments, collect those to yourself, and then at the end, after you have watched everyone's videos, you're going to send an email to Crafty Weenie letting her know who the person was and what their secret word was. We will be doing the drawing 2 weeks after these videos go live, so good luck and let's get back to the video. So this project is a total Dollar Tree project. I'm going to be using 24 of these wooden boxes that you can pick up at the Crafter's Square area. So I'm going to take 4 of the boxes and I'm going to use my antique Waverly Wax, and I'm going to cover all of those. So just as a reminder here, and I guess I didn't think about it when I started the project, but there are 2 boxes to each box because these boxes have an insert and you do need to do both boxes. So it does end up being 48 boxes that we end up painting, which does make for a little bit of a tedious project. So once I cover those 4 boxes and the inserts, then I'm going to do all of the other 20 boxes green, both the outside and the inside. So this whole project was inspired by this gift bag that I had seen at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut out each of the little squares from the gift bag. Then I'm going to trace around the insert of the box to give myself a square, a little bit smaller square, I guess, from the gift bag. Once I have all of those cut out, then I'm going to use this spray glue that I got at the Dollar Tree. I love this glue. It works so much better than Mod Podge. My one complaint was it got a little bit clogged as I was using it, and I did end up using Mod Podge on like the last few boxes I had. If I can find a bigger bottle of this, I will link it down in the description box. But you're just going to glue each of the little squares onto each box. And remember, it's I guess up to you, but I faced the little cutout on the box to the back. You're going to cover it up anyway, so if you wanted to, you could cover the front of the box with your paper. I'm using these little square wood pieces that also came from the Dollar Tree for my handle, and I just glued those kind of right into the middle of the box. It ends up being like right over the nose of the character in each of the picture. So I went ahead and did that for all 24 boxes, and we're ready to assemble them together. I'm using some wood glue that I picked up at the Dollar Tree along with some hot glue, just to give it a more like quick hold and then a more permanent hold, because this is something I would like to keep for a long time. So I just give it a really great amount of glue, and then I'm going to glue them together. So here was the other kind of discovery I made as I started to glue these together. Not all of the boxes are quite the same size. So as I'm gluing them, some of them are a little bit bigger, some of them there is a small gap once my whole tree gets assembled. So I'm okay with it. But if that's something that might bother you once you make it, just make sure that when you're lining up your boxes that they all match. So as I cut out all the characters, I tried to kind of stagger them. And when I was doing the voiceover for the video, I realized that my Santas are going kind of in a diagonal line, but I didn't notice it when I was putting it together. So you can, play around with it. You'll see here in a second, play around with some of the placement of the boxes just to give it a more like rounded area. On the gift bag, there are a few of these squares that have wording on them. I couldn't make the wording work on the box because some of it, like the important parts, were missing. So I just chose to do the characters' faces. And the reindeer here in my boxes is not Rudolph, because he does not have a red nose. So my secret word today was comet, and the reindeer here in my boxes is comet. So don't forget to write that down. Secret word, comet. So after I get them all glued together, I'm going to take these stickers that I picked up at Hobby Lobby and attach them to the front for my Advent days. And here is the final look of the project. I absolutely adore this. I cannot believe that this was made pretty much with all Dollar Tree supplies, and let me know what you think about it. So for this project, we're going to be using a perpetual calendar from the Dollar Tree. I went ahead, took some scrapbook paper that I had on hand, and traced it around the top so that we could cover up the wording there. Then I'm taking some Cashew Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to cover up this brown color. That is not a necessary step if you want to keep it brown. Then I took the months, and I'm gluing the months together because I felt like this is a countdown to Christmas. I don't actually need the months. If you wanted to keep them there though, you totally could. And then I went ahead, glued those all together, and covered them with some Waverly chalk paint as well, and glued them into the box. Then I took some scrapbook paper that I had already cut out, and then I glued that to the top and used my sanding block to get rid of any of the excess paper. I also took some Avery sticker sheets that you can put into your computer, and I printed off an image from Canva, and I'm just going to use the sticker and stick it down. It says days till Christmas, and then here's a final look of this project. So for this project, we're going to be using another perpetual calendar that they have at the Dollar Tree. I did go ahead and print off a couple more stickers from my Avery sticker sheet using Canva, and so there is very little construction to this project. We're just going to take some scrapbook paper that I had on hand, and again, Hobby Lobby has so many options. This particular perpetual calendar has some hooks that are hanging at the top. I just poked some little holes in my scrapbook paper, hung it on the hooks, and then I glued it to the wood board after I had it hanging on the hooks. It leaves about a ½ an inch of space up at the top, so you could use stickers there. You could even paint it to kind of go into the paper. I chose to use some washi tape up there, but it's totally up to you. I do go ahead and use my sanding block, sand off any of the excess papers, and then I go ahead and add my washi tape at the top. Mine is these little mugs that say stay warm. I kind of thought that it went together with the snowman, but again, this is customizable and you could put anything you wanted up there. Once I get those all adhered, I'm going to take the month hanger, and I'm going to use some scrapbook paper and cover up the month hanger with my scrapbook paper. I cut out this Santa snow globe to attach. It's a slightly bigger than my piece or my tag. I do go back later and change it out for a snowman that fits just like right on the tag, but for the video purposes I did go ahead and use Santa. So I'm going to hang it on that first hook where the month would go, and then I'm going to take my other sticker that I created that says Countdown to Christmas, and I'm going to stick it down on the bottom of the sign. Once I get that stuck on the sign, I'm going to go ahead and attach the numbers back to the sign. So I went ahead and just left all the numbers that it came with. I put them in group of 3 for each one of the hooks. It's totally up to you if you just wanted to have one hanging there, but you know, however long you wanted to count down to Christmas, I guess. But once I get those onto the hanger, then here is the final look of this project.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's nothing.
Here's a final look of all the projects together today. I hope you enjoyed them. I had a super fun time making them. If you're totally into Dollar Tree Christmas, here is another video that you can check out as well. Don't forget to go down to my description box and hop along to the next person's video where you collect the secret word and a chance to win the $110 US PayPal giveaway. As always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start, and I will see you in my next video.